Hal here with more space engineers, and I need to adjust my mic. Alright, that should be better. Okay, so, yeah, we've gotten a bit done on this ship. I wanted to show you what we've got, talk about some design choices here, and hopefully get a little bit more of the ship done today. First, we have to get started, so let's go. So, happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week thus far. I know it's still early in the week, but you know. Alright, so, what have we done? Quite a bit. And I've just reloaded some plates. Show you what we've got going on over here. Okay, so, if you remember on Friday, we were talking about the hangar system. We basically put this piece in, so we have two landing bays, an entrance or runway section. We were trying to figure out what did we want to do with the rest of it. And I was saying maybe duplicate what we had in this first section into a second section. And so I went ahead and did that. Started welding it up a little bit so I get a little bit better of an idea of what we're looking at shape-wise. And I'm thinking, now that we've duplicated it on both sides, let's pan back here a little bit, especially now that the sun's coming up. Hopefully you'll be able to get a bit of a shot of it here. I'm kind of liking the way that the line is coming out. So what we're going to end up with is the area here in the middle, in between these two sections, will basically be vehicle, like ground-based vehicle parking. So what we'll end up with is we'll have a couple of forklifts in here, and I'm thinking we may, I still don't know if I want the area to go completely across here or not. One of the things that I was thinking about doing is, let's go ahead and go off the center here. I have so many parts being made right now. Whoopsie. So I'm expecting this to all be just steel plate in here, just regular metal block. I'm not expecting this to be anything ridiculously robust or anything like that. But what I'm thinking is that we set up part of this as manufacturing, because this is one of the things we were talking about before, was basically having this be, you know, like the manufacturing assembly area, so we'd have our actual crafting systems back here. Let's see here, let's get a few more of these in here just to get some of the stuff out of our inventory and, you know, make it look a little bit nicer here. It'll also give us an idea if we really want this thing to, the space to run the full width of the ship. Let's see here. Was it, I want to say berm, but it's not. It's, what else I've had to think about it. Okay. And then this would be, this is potentially a wall separating the areas here. Oh, no, you know what we could do? Oh, this could actually work out really well. Let's go. You come out of there. Yeah, and all these blocks are just placed down, right? So what I'm thinking is, let's get that flushed up. And then you get flushed out here. Alright. Okay, so we know that this is basically a bulkhead, right, between the two hangars. So what I'm thinking is we take this space. We are going to replicate that on 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. So that actually works out. bring that in 1, 2, okay. And this will be, basically we'll do this as a support column. So if we do let's bring it out to here. And then we will do this. Alright, so that's basically where we're going to have what will effectively become an interior support column. You guys... We'll figure out the height on that. I still haven't figured out the interior height that I want to go with this on this yet. Okay, so you guys are going to be there. This is going to come out 1 block. Alright, so from the door, that's come out 3 blocks. Alright, so from here... Then we said from the door, it's coming out 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Alright. 4. We go ahead and fill all this in. Okay, so we're just trying to get an idea here. And we're going to end up with a bulkhead. Let's go. This is going to be a double door. And then that one's going to be basically the reverse. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I think we're going to do this. Okay. How big is that? That'll be 1, 2. So if that's the center, we can actually get away with this being doubled up. All right. I'll show you what we're doing here. I know I'm talking to myself here for a second. All right. Okay, how many across is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yes? Perfect. Okay. So we know it's 18. So that's going to be 1, 2. 18. So that's actually 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, look at you. Aren't you? Oh, no. It's 13, 14. Oh, wait a minute. So that's 3. So it's 12. Okay. Alright, so if we're doing 12, then we can do... that maybe. That might work. No, I'm probably going to have to bring it back 1 more, which is fine. Let's go 6 on this. Give me some hanger doors here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do we want to do these? Do we want to double these up? Is the question. See, I wanted to use the new gates, but they're odd numbers. They're 5 by 1. And because we did the ship based off of a center line of 2, so it's a symmetrical ship with an actual middle, no split, however you want to say that. It makes things a little bit complicated. What I'm thinking here is that we will end up with a space in here that will be an elevator.
Energy low.
At least this is what I'm thinking. I've already got them on there. Okay. That sounded explosive. Okay. Yeah, I'm not paranoid about that at all. Okay. So we want this to be outer corner. Come on, give me the outer corner. Thank you. Yes. That's going to be an outer corner. That's going to be an outer corner. And then we're going to end up with blaster edge. So it's going to be 6 by 5-ish, I think. Alright, so that's in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Alright. So then we'll end up with a, hopefully, an elevator that we will do. I don't know if I'm going to do pistons on the side or in the corners, because if I do them in the side, it'll drop down. You'll have access forward and aft. If we do them on the corners, you'll still have access forward and aft. I think we're just going to do on the side.
Energy critical.
Alright, so from here we need to get some power really quick. So there's going to be a piston above this spot. Alright. Now this is the 10 count, so that's not that it really matters, but alright, so if we do that, let's grab piston. Wondering, will we be able to get? Of course, it would help if I had these spaced properly, right? So I need it actually to be here. Yes, I know, we're about to run out of power. Right. So if we do that, and that, how many blocks up are we? We are 1 block. Alright, so that either has to go up 1 or come down several. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Oh, crap. There it goes.
No energy.
I looked over just as it said it. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to lift that entire thing up 1 block. And that should hopefully give us the distance. I mean, I guess we could leave it where it is. I don't know. Because I want it to be able to come up flush, and that's the problem that we're going to run into. So if we do... Actually, no, it's going to come down one block, right? So now the pistons should fit there. So we should be able to do that. And that. All right. And that is one block off of here. Yes, I think I'm gonna have to do them in the corner. Because if I do them in the corner, if I place these things in the corner, what we'll be able to do... I mean, I guess I could just do one piston mount off on the side. Because what we could do is if we do it on the side here, if I do it on the side, I could cut a hole here for the block to slide through. That might work a little bit better. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this, but I'm definitely wanting to have something like this here, so we'll be able to bring other things on board the ship. So, you know, like if we can get the lift ratio on this balanced well, we'll actually be able to bring this thing down into an atmosphere. You know, have it hover above ground, or even have it land, and have the elevator drop down. You pick up whatever you're picking up, small vehicles, whatever. Hell, we could even make that... Do I want to do that? What I'm thinking is we could even just have it set up so that it's an umbilical system, so you basically have a couple of pistons with a connector on it. Say like 2 or 3 pistons, connector at the end, and have it drop down, do whatever it needs to do, retract up, and then you have basically hangar doors that close over it. Oh, I kind of like this idea of having an elevator on it, though. I think I would like to have the pistons be further over. I'm trying to think if we did hangar block doors or blast doors on it, we could actually have them overlap. So here, I'll show you what I'm thinking here. We could do something like this. There we go. You know, so basically they overlap, Won't be airtight, but that's okay. We don't need it to be. Because the only time you'd ever actually be using this space is when you're in an atmosphere anyway. Or, you know, abandoning ship, at which point you don't really care because the rest of the ship's probably not airtight either. Works better with one piston, but I think... because with one piston this would actually be almost touching. So if we go ahead and get rid of that, bring it down. So actually I could bring it over one if we do one piston here. Right. So if we do that, that, there. Alright, so let's go something like that, and we would say something like that. Which, once it's attached over here, can I attach those two? No. But I can attach if I do that. Okay. There. There we go. And then that would end up, that should be airtight once everything is welded up and good to go. That could be interesting. Okay, let's try welding this up. I'm gonna see if it just breaks everything. Oh, we'll go here. We're gonna grab you. There we go. Yeah, so we just need the piston. Okay, let's grab the... we'll go drop stuff off here really quick. Just empty the blocks out. Let's grab all that up. Okay. Because I want to see if this works the way I'm thinking it should work. Or the way I'm hoping it will work. Okay, so we've got that. So if we reverse this... so that goes down, it's not sticking to anything. And I'm out of steel plates, so we're not too worried about it. Okay, so that would bring it down to there. Which is about where we want it. Anyway. So we'd basically just have to have a base somewhere where you'd be able to drive up onto this, which isn't difficult to do, honestly. But that would work. Okay. That does do what I wanted it to do. So now if we retract this, it shouldn't blow up, but it is Space Engineer, so, you know, keep that in mind. Let's give this a try really quick. We're going to step back over here just in case. What we're really worried about is where it's going to grind up on the walls here. Let's see here. Yeah, no, that actually works pretty much exactly the way we need it to. And I really wouldn't actually need to have this lower piece down here. So I could actually get rid of this. So all we have to do is, if we're going to do one, actually doing one of these wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's take a look. Okay, we've got plenty of... Alright, so let's go there. One, two, three. Ah, need more plates. Damn it. I forgot. I dropped all the extra plates off. That's okay, because we can go right here. Pick these bad boys up again. The ship is just ridiculously huge at this point. It's like unnecessarily large. Alright. So we go 1, 2, 3. And we will finish this off. Yeah. Now, one of the reasons why I will often do 2 pistons for elevators like this is because, let me show you here, when you are retracting or extending them, you will sometimes have a little bit of wobble in them, especially if you're in motion.
Energy low.
But I'm thinking that may work for exactly the way we want it. How close does that get us to the ground, too? I mean, that is a lot of clearance. We can actually get some pretty good vehicles in here. Because that is, what, 5 by? So as long as you're not extending past a 5 by 5 large grid, you would be able to get it in here. So, yeah. This would be good for getting, like, especially the medium-sized small grid rovers and scouts and such. We still haven't figured out how much ground clearance we're going to have on this ship, but it looks like with what we were originally planning. So if we go there, that would be, yeah, we should be able to make this work. Oh, this is going to be... Okay, I think we're going to do that. Okay, so if we do that, let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and retract this now. Make sure it doesn't blow everything up. Because once again, it is Space Engineers. You never know. And like I said, this doesn't need to actually be airtight. And what I may do is actually bring... what do I have? I have interior plates, but let's go. I'm thinking we'll go with what we have there. And we will go your left window. So how about if we do something like this? On either side. I don't know if that's going to be airtight or not. But basically it'll let you see what's going on in here. And then I'm thinking have a small parking area for like the really small rovers, because you know sometimes people build things that are effectively like 2, maybe 3 large grid, or yeah, 3 large grid blocks in size. So if you just had like a really small runabout or something, you'd be able to have that like just kind of parked over here off on the edge. Because I mean, you got some decent amount of space in here. Well, that is a seriously significant amount of space. Hell, we might even... so if we do that, we could do no windows here, but we could move the whole window up one. So basically you would have your window here, but I'm not sure that would really do anything for it. I think I like it better. Hell, I might even bring this over a little bit. No
energy.
Something. Yeah, I know. Everyone's getting drunk today. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So I just need to figure out what I want to do for the windows on that portion. And I've got a whole lot of stuff to weld up. So I think what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank y'all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw those down in the section below. I think no, I've got plenty of stuff in reserve. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get all of this welded up. Yeah. Oh, and before I forget, if you did enjoy it, be sure to subscribe. Not only do the comments and the subscriptions help the channel to grow, it helps me to know if you're enjoying the content or not. And well, that's what I'm here for, so. Alright. When we come back next time, I expect to have most of the lower chassis of this thing welded up. I don't know about all of the hangar doors or blast door stuff down there, but I want to get as much of the gates and everything in so we can see what that's going to look like, and then we can start planning the interior space. This back arch here is going to be primary propulsion, and then I'm still thinking about how to do something that encompasses this. So basically I want to have sort of I guess you say like an arch on the exterior piece that has some additional thrusters on it as well, but I'm not sure how we're going to do that yet, so we'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day and have a terrific week. We will see you back here on Wednesday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, let me go get myself healed up first.